Can you beat Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree at Rune Level 1? Well, of course you can. There are people out there who have beaten this DLC without taking damage, without summons, and without Erdtree blessings. Eventually, the Souls community is going to find a way to beat this DLC playing with their bare feet. However, this level of challenge is unbeatable for most, including myself. Therefore, the aim of this guide is to show you that you can beat Shadow of the Erdtree at Rune Level 1 without being God himself. Now, Shadow of the Erdtree is an absolutely brutal experience at this level. Everything kills you in one hit, and blessings are a must in order to deal an acceptable amount of damage. For this run, we will allow ourselves, and to be honest, be completely forced to, utilize any tool at our disposal, be it legendary summons, broken Ashes of War, or Erdtree blessings. In spite of all of this, we are still going to be forced to basically no-hit all major bosses. In classic Elden Ring fashion, our run begins with tons of running around and picking up items, mainly Erdtree blessings and revered spirit ashes. I spent a long time getting most of them on the Graveside Plain and the Cerulean Coast. On my way to the Cerulean Coast, I found this pod hanging from a cliff. I cut it down with throwing knives and grabbed the mushroom bell bearing from it. It was completely useless, but I had never seen it before, which reminded me of the purpose of a level 1 run. It allows you to experience the game in a whole new way, having to be creative since you can't rely on your usual methods. This would be a very hard challenge, but a rewarding one at that. Once I had 5 levels of Erdtree blessing, both for myself and my summons, I made my way to Belurat, the tower settlement, where I tried my luck against the first boss of this run, the Dancing Lion. For this guide, I'm going to focus on the bosses at major difficulty spikes. Areas are mostly self-explanatory, since you can just run or stealth past everything. I died so many times to this first boss that I quickly realized this would be one of the greatest challenges one could possibly undertake. At this point, I was still using the classic setup of Cold Starfist with Crackblade, as well as my trusty summon Black Knife Tish. However, being a beast, this boss is so chaotic and its attacks are so erratic and unpredictable that I found melee engagement near impossible. I would try to be close to the boss just for it to kill me in one instantaneous bite. I caved in to the definition of insanity speech, and I decided to try something else, something with range. This is when I came up with my current Ice Spear build, which has probably been used by many others. To begin with, we have the Cold Twin Blade, infused with the Ice Spear weapon art. This is the core of this build, since we have a weapon with very quick attacks, an amazing moveset, and one of the strongest Ashes of War in the game. Not only does the Ice Spear deal a lot of base damage, but it also deals a lot of posture damage, which is going to stagger the enemy in just a few attacks. Most importantly, it deals a lot of freeze damage, which eventually is going to trigger the frostbite effect on bosses. Then we have a Sacred Dagger with a Golden Vow weapon art. This is a very quick and simple buff that will give us a lot more damage and a little bit of defense, but like I said before, that's going to be pretty much irrelevant. One thing you'll notice with this DLC is that you have to go all out on offense, because defense is worthless. Then, as for the talismans, we've got the Warrior Jar Shard, which boosts the attack power of skills. This is a direct damage boost to our Ice Spear. Obviously, I was a bit impatient and killed Alexander the Jar before finishing his quest, so he didn't drop me the improved version of this talisman. But of course, don't be a fool like me and finish his quest before killing him. Then we have the Ritual Sword Talisman, which raises the attack power when HP is at maximum. Now, one of the good aspects of Soul Level 1 runs is that your HP is always necessarily at maximum, due to every single attack killing you in one hit. Therefore, we can take advantage of talismans such as these, which are going to boost any source of damage as long as our HP is full. Now, in order to use the Twin Blade, which has a fairly high dexterity requirement, we've got the prosthesis wearer heirloom, which raises dexterity, and Radagon Soreseal, which greatly raises attributes, namely vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity. Anything you could ever need. Now, a very important part of this build is our Flask of Wondrous Physique mix, which consists of the Magic Shrouding Crystal Crack tier, which temporarily boosts magic attacks. Now, the Ice Spear weapon art deals magic damage, so this tier is going to directly boost our weapon art damage. And then we have the Cerulean Hidden tier, which eliminates all FP consumption. This allows us to use our FP, our little blue bar, indefinitely for a very short amount of time. However, this is essential in order to summon, Black Knife Tish, which is our summon of choice. Well, that was stressful. After you slay the beast, don't forget to wear its freshly cut head as a trophy. This head is actually a very cool Rune Level 1 item, as it considerably increases your strength and dexterity without significant downsides. It actually frees up one talisman slot for our build. Pick up the revered Spirit Ash after the boss fight and reward yourself with a treat. You deserve it. Don't you even think of using all those runes to level up. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video and stay tuned for part 2, where I'll be taking on Lady Pontiff herself. Bye!